Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into Bolivia, a country you probably only know because it sounds like a salad dressing. Forget boring travel docs. This is your highly sarcastic, unofficial guide to the planet's weirdest, coolest cousin. Grab your overpriced coffee and let's uncover Bolivia's wildest secrets, from salt flats to witch markets and everything in between. First up, Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat and honestly, Instagram's favorite mirror. Stretching as far as the eye can see, this place is so flat and so white, it almost looks like you've stepped onto another planet. When you first arrive, it's hard not to be blown away by the sheer scale of it all. When it rains, the thin layer of water transforms the salt flat into a giant, surreal reflection, turning the ground into a perfect mirror. Suddenly, the sky and earth blend together, and you can't tell where one ends and the other begins. It's the ultimate spot for those, look, I'm holding a dinosaur photos, or any wild perspective shot your imagination can dream up. It's undeniably beautiful, and let's be honest, most people are here for the likes, the selfies, and the chance to go viral. You'll see travelers and influencers alike all striking their best poses, hoping to capture that one-in-a-million shot. But here's the real secret. For every perfect photo, there's someone who's dropped their phone in the water, desperately fishing it out while everyone else laughs. Chasing that flawless reflection comes with its own risks, so hold on tight to your gadgets. Salar de Uyuni is basically a 4,000 square mile puddle of salt. Imagine a Costco parking lot, but way more epic, and with llamas just casually hanging out in the background. It's a landscape that feels both familiar and totally alien at the same time. So come for the mind-blowing views, the endless horizon, and the chance to feel like you're walking on clouds. But don't fool yourself into thinking you've discovered Atlantis or some lost world. At the end of the day, it's just a lot of salt, millions of crystals sparkling in the sun, making for one unforgettable adventure. Next, the Witches Market in La Paz, where you can buy dried llama fetuses for good luck. Picture a Home Depot for sorcerers, potions, dried frogs, owl feathers, and mysterious trinkets everywhere. Want to freak out your neighbors? This is your one-stop shop. Fortune-telling with coca leaves? Absolutely. It's a fascinating, slightly creepy glimpse into ancient traditions. If you need a magical boost or just a conversation starter, this is your spot. Just don't ask too many questions. Meet Death Road, the world's most dangerous commute, now a tourist thrill ride. It's a narrow, cliff-hugging dirt track with no guardrails and a 1,000-foot drop. Today, adrenaline junkies bike down it for the ultimate I survived story. The views are stunning, the danger is real, and the experience is unforgettable. Death Road, where you feel alive because you're so close to not being. Let's talk about Lake Titicaca. Yes, that's the real name, and yes, you'll probably giggle every time you hear it. It's one of those names that just never gets old, no matter how many times you say it out loud. But beyond the funny name, there's a lot more to this place than meets the eye. Lake Titicaca is actually the world's highest navigable lake, sitting at a breathtaking 12,500 feet above sea level. It straddles the border between Bolivia and Peru and is considered the legendary birthplace of the Inca civilization. The lake is surrounded by snow-capped peaks and ancient ruins, making it a place where history and natural beauty collide. What's truly fascinating is how the locals, especially the Uru people, have adapted to life here. They live on floating islands made entirely out of reeds. Yes, the same reeds that grow along the lake's edge. These reeds are used to build their homes, their boats, and even their furniture. It's a unique way of life that's been passed down for generations. If you're feeling adventurous, hop on a traditional reed boat and head to Isla del Sol. This island is packed with ancient ruins, sacred sites, and some of the most epic views you'll ever see. It's a place where you can walk in the footsteps of the Incas and soak in the mystical atmosphere. The scenery here is absolutely stunning. Think golden sunsets over crystal clear water, vibrant villages buzzing with Bolivian culture, and locals who are always ready to share a laugh. The culture is rich, the traditions are alive, and yes, the name still makes everyone smile. You'll spot llamas grazing by the shore, women in colorful traditional dress, and reed houses that make your apartment look like a mansion by comparison. Life here is simple, but it's full of heart and history. Lake Titicaca truly feels like a world apart, a place where time slows down and every view is postcard perfect. And let's be honest, it's a name you'll never forget no matter how hard you try. So go ahead, laugh at the name. We all do. But once you visit, you'll realize there's so much more to Lake Titicaca than just a funny name. It's an unforgettable adventure waiting for you. Bolivia's Amazon is home to pink river dolphins. Yes, naturally pink. Scientists say it's blood vessels or scar tissue. I say they just wanted to stand out. Spotting one means braving the jungle, mosquitoes, and a rickety boat. Local legends claim they're shapeshifters who seduce women, so watch out. These aren't your SeaWorld dolphins. They're wild, elusive, and totally unique. Bolivia doesn't do normal. Why have blue dolphins when you can have pink? Nature's own gender reveal party. Welcome to La Paz, the world's highest capital city, perched dramatically over 11,900 feet above sea level, nestled in a deep valley surrounded by the majestic Andes Mountains. Up here, the air is thin, the sky feels closer, and every breath is a reminder that you're truly on top of the world. Breathing here is a workout in itself. While locals seem to sprint up steep streets with ease, visitors often find themselves gasping for air just tying their shoes or climbing a single flight of stairs. Even the simplest tasks can feel like a mini marathon at this altitude. Altitude sickness? Don't worry, there's a local remedy for that. Chew on coca leaves or sip a steaming cup of coca tea, both completely legal and widely available. These traditional Andean solutions have helped generations of Bolivians and now travelers cope with the dizzying heights. The city itself is a chaotic, vibrant bowl of color, with houses and buildings clinging precariously to the canyon walls. Every neighborhood seems to defy gravity, stacked in layers of reds, yellows, and blues, creating a patchwork that's as lively as the people who live here. The best way to get around this vertical city? Hop on Mi Teleférico, the world's highest and most extensive urban cable car system. Glide silently above the rooftops and take in jaw-dropping panoramic views of the city and the snow-capped peaks beyond. It's public transport with a serious wow factor. La Paz is like SimCity on hard mode, designed by someone with a clear aversion to flat land. Every street is an adventure, every corner a new elevation, making the city both challenging and endlessly fascinating to explore. Come for the bustling markets filled with vibrant textiles and local flavors, stay for the jaw-dropping mountain scenery, and prepare to be winded at every turn. La Paz is truly breathtaking. Literally, here, oxygen is optional, but adventure is guaranteed. Tiwanaku. Ancient ruins older than the Incas and a conspiracy theorist dream. The stonework is so precise, some say aliens helped out, or just really bored geniuses. The Gateway of the Sun looks suspiciously like an ancient astronaut. Whether you believe in ET or not, Tiwanaku is a mind-bending mystery. Why stay in a regular hotel when you can sleep in one made entirely of salt? The Hotel de Sal near Salar de Uyuni has salt walls, salt beds, salt everything. Rule number 1, don't lick the walls. Yes, people have tried. It's like living in a giant salt shaker, crunchy floors and all. A salty, absurd, and unforgettable experience, only in Bolivia. Forget WWE. Bolivia's real wrestling stars are the Cholita wrestlers' indigenous grandmas in traditional skirts and bowler hats. They body slam, drop kick, and argue with the ref, all while the crowd goes wild. It's hilarious, surreal, and deeply empowering, a fight against discrimination, played out in the ring. What started as protest is now a cultural phenomenon. Watch a Cholita fly off the top rope and you'll never look at wrestling the same way. It's drama, tradition, and pure entertainment. Best wrestling on earth, hands down. Want to walk on the moon? Try Valle de la Luna outside La Paz. It's a maze of bizarre, eroded spires, like a sci-fi set made of clay. Even Neil Armstrong said it looked lunar, or was just being polite. Perfect for photos, quiet walks, and pretending you're an astronaut. The weirdest day trip you'll ever take. Laguna Colorada, Bolivia's Red Lagoon, is exactly what it sounds like. A shockingly red lake in the high desert. The color comes from algae, but it looks like Mars with flamingos. Thousands of rare pink flamingos wade through crimson water and white shores. It's a photographer's dream and a painter's acid trip. The surrounding reserve is full of volcanoes and geysers, nature's wildest palette. It's harsh, surreal, and unforgettable. Red Lagoon, pink birds, what more do you need? Outside Uyuni, you'll find the train graveyard. Rusty steam locomotives abandoned in the desert. It's post-apocalyptic chic climb, explore, and snap your Mad Max photos. No rules, just tetanus risks and epic Instagram shots. It's a haunting monument to Bolivia's industrial past. A must-see for anyone who loves decay with their adventure. Perfect for contemplating impermanence or just getting a killer profile pic. Riberalta's fish market is right next to an active airport runway. Planes land just feet from the stalls. Vendors hack up giant Amazonian fish while customers dodge propellers. Health and safety? Never heard of it. It's chaos, commerce, and aviation in a bizarre dance. Buy exotic fish, get a free air show, and maybe a near-death experience. Only in Bolivia is shopping an extreme sport. San Pedro Prison, Bolivia's infamous inmate-run prison city. Prisoners bought their own cells, ran shops, and even lived with their families. For a while, tourists could bribe their way in for a tour, or even an overnight stay. It was dark tourism at its wildest, immortalized in the book Marching Powder. Official tours are now banned, but the legend lives on. San Pedro is a wild chapter in Bolivia's history. Alcatraz looks tame by comparison, a prison so out of control, it became a tourist hotspot. Bolivia's cities have zebras, people in zebra costumes who dance in intersections to help pedestrians cross safely. It's a government program that employs at-risk youth and brings joy to chaotic streets. These zebras high-five kids, scold bad drivers, and turn traffic safety into performance art. It's delightfully absurd and surprisingly effective. After all the chaos, there's something heartwarming about a dancing zebra helping an old lady cross the street. Only in Bolivia. That's Bolivia. 15 wild secrets now burned into your brain. From salt flats to wrestling grandmas, you're basically a Bolivian expert now. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and tell me which secret blew your mind. Your engagement keeps me researching weird stuff instead of being productive. Thanks for joining this whirlwind tour. Hopefully it beats scrolling your ex's vacation pics. Go brag about your new knowledge and remember, don't lick the salt walls. Peace.